Hello, and welcome to another high intensity session from one of my coaching sessions. Here we have a Friday night group. So this is 9, 10, 11-year-olds train with me. Real good session. This is real good session. They're JPL players. Real good standard. Real good standard. So what we have here, this is a 1v1 with you receiving the ball with your back to goal. Okay, so you have two groups. One's a bit more further away than the others because obviously the blue team's closer to the goals. So we want to run. So when they receive the ball, we want the blue team to have it, not the red team. So I was just watching the boys there. They're just swapping ends. So the red team now, as they just swapped, so the red team now will be running around the top goal. Be receiving the ball. And then the Blues have got further to run. They then got to tackle them. There's 3 goals to scoring. And that's it, basically. You're learning the defensive principles for the blue team. Because we're different now. They're not receiving it battling on. You're receiving it back to goal, which happens in the game massively. The Reds, they're going to run round, they're going to receive it. So we're starting to work on a few bits now. They're getting to the age where they've got to check their shoulder. Where's the opposition? Can they then take them on? So I use a lot of turn, show your face, take them on. Great tackle there from the lad in blue. Side on, jockeying, real good. Good principles again, check the shoulder. Now he's going to take him on. What skills he got to go and score a goal. Okay, when they return, make sure they bring the balls up. Check your shoulder again, turn, show your face. Can the defender tackle? And then you've transitioned. So now the Blues are in attack. To the Reds, can he finish it? It is as simple as that. 2, maybe 3 at a time at a push, depending how big you want the session, how many players you got. But this is a real good session that they work hard at. They are tired after this. Again, this one is in a 15-minute segment. So they get about 7 minutes each, doing each side. Apart from that, that is all you want. Receiving it at different angles, checking your shoulder, defending again. Look at that side on. Got to be a bit more on his toes, that lad. We're working on that. Turn, show your face, accelerate. Boom, boom, boom. Nice bit of skill there. And can we finish? You got a bit of luck to finish that one. So that's what we have for this one. So please just enjoy the rest of the clip. I think there's a couple more minutes to go. I shall leave you and then come back in for the next session in about 2 minutes' time. So again, we are just looking at maintaining levels. So starting to get a bit tired now. So we're geeing them on. Sometimes what you can do if they are looking a bit tired, perhaps maybe intervene with a couple of coaching points. Or if you see something's not quite right or somebody's not quite doing something right, then intervene nice and quiet, still keeping the intensity of the session, but realising that they can't maintain the levels all way because they've just been going for 7 minutes, so they're going to get tired. Again, check your shoulder, turn, show your face. Can we take them on nice and quick? Can we beat the player? That is a great session on getting these players or helping these players develop to the next level. Again, side on, look at this. Oh, he got beaten that time. Real good. Good work ethic. No complaints. These boys love it. Let's see what he's got in his locker now. Brilliant. Whistle's gone again. Bang in. Come and collect it. Check your shoulder. Where is he? He's getting there. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They love it. I'm using the 3 goals spread out in your 15 to 20 yards width. Really puts the effort in. Really puts the effort in for the boys. Makes you just turn and twist and turns. Love it. So sometimes you can drill in the ball real quick. That's a beautiful turn. Sometimes it's short. Vary it up. Make sure you don't keep getting the same balls in. And that's what you want. All right. Like I said, please, if you try this out each session, please let me know how it went on. Be much appreciated to hear how others get on with this type of session. Thank you. So we're moving on to the next session here. So this is probably one of my best sessions that I do to help the boys or girls develop their decision making. How quick can they make decisions? This again is another 15-minute segment. It's 2v2, winner stays on. Love this. This is the best game you can play. This has been adapted over time because obviously when they first start out, you can't do the rules what I'm doing now. It takes time to build up. But this is a real good game. Boys, the players, girls, they absolutely love it. So yeah, winner stays on. So whoever's winning, they're defending the bottom goals. The boys' players coming on have the ball. They then run on. And yes, how many you can get. My record through all my sessions is 8. I have to say recently they struggle now to get into 4. They've managed to stay on 4 times winning until they're absolutely knackered and they need a break. So real good fitness. Decision making is key. I promote take players on. I don't promote passing. I promote the passing if somebody's in a better position, and that comes down to decision making, which you just have to watch it. This is pretty intense stuff. They are on it. As long as they collect the balls back in each time a team comes off, they do it again. A 15-minute segment. Sometimes if the tempo is absolutely brilliant, I will have a break and then they swap partners. If it's a bit slow and sluggish, then I won't. They'll keep going 15 minutes. You just have to read your players. These guys have done both. I've had them all going all through the 15 minutes or I've had a break in between. So yeah, I do this with all my sessions. This is the best you can do for these age groups. It really keeps them on their toes. This is the only session they all ask me for. Every time they ask me for this, are we doing this? They love it, absolutely love it. And the development in the quickness of thinking is really, really good. Fitness again. You know, look at that turn. That was a lovely, lovely bit of play there. So yes, great. As long as the boys bring the balls back, they have 2 balls on the end. They get 2 lives. You know, these games are not designed for longevity. You know, you're going to get in 2, 3, maybe 4 times, and that's it. You're not going to stay for much longer because you just get pulled from pillar to post. That's a big distance to cover when there's just 2 of you. But just think about your players, regardless of any ability. I've done this with older kids. Love it. Your touches of the ball. Just think how much touches you get. No moaning from anyone. No moaning. Look, I'm just feeding the ball in. Next one's going. Geeing them on, telling them how well they've done. This is real quick stuff. Highly recommend this activity to do at your training sessions. If you want to improve the intensity of your boys, the quick decision of making of your players, real top. You know, there you go, little high five to a lad there who's doing really well. You know, because they're all at different levels. So yes, all at different levels. So I'm going to leave you be now, and you can watch the next couple of minutes, and then I'll come back at the end. Help till I turn my mic on. So yes, they're working on the principles. They're doing everything that they can. Oh, someone's got hurt. But we carry on. Okay, I don't cuddle the kids. They work hard. They get their reward. They put the effort in. All right, guys. So we're just going to finish this one up in a minute. He's carrying on. He's got up. Well done. So we carry on. The boys know what they're doing. They work hard. They just want to score. They just want to beat the record. If I'm completely honest, as soon as I set that record in, they are all hungry for it. And like I said, they work extremely hard and love it. And a little bit of rest that the boys get, you know, you hear all this, no lines, and which I get. That's the ones that you're lining up 12 of you, taking a shot at the poor old goalkeeper, hammering 10, 15 goals against them, poor lads. This is a quick cue that goes down. They're getting their rest in. They need their rest. They can't maintain this level of intensity time after time after time. And there we go. The whistle's gone. We're going to move on to the next and last session of this video. So come on up now. So what we got here. So we got me Saturday morning group. These are 6 to 8 years old. A lot of these are under 8. These are good players. These are good players. Some of these do play at the next level up, which is fantastic. And others are just players that are playing grassroots football, which is brilliant. Okay. So I think this time I've got a big group. So as you can imagine, 6 to 8 years old. Their focus can go a little bit over. I think one of the lads there's just tried to jump on the balls and roll. He's a good lad. So let's see what I've got going on here. So we're just going to split them up into groups. Here we go. So with a big group, especially this age, with the distance as well, what I've introduced here is a nice little 1v1 duel. Okay, so I blow me whistle. The team at the bottom, they are running up to the top goal. They run around the top goal. I feed them the ball. They then got to score on the bottom 2 goals. Top group up here, they run around the bottom goal. They are the defenders. They got to score on the top goals. Here we go. So we get ready. So with the amount of players I got, this is perfect. Making sure that they're playing against their own ability. I've got to admit, the players I have are really good with that. So once a player gets it, I'm back on the whistle, and we are going for it. The kids there are working hard. They're beating their players. They're putting in a real good work ethic. Can they do it? Can they beat the player? Can they show their face? Can they take them on? Can they score a goal? Okay, this is real simple. You've got to remember their age, 6 to 8 years old. Like I said, some of these are under 8s, and some of them are under 7s. So with this age group, you've got to keep it short, sharp. They've got to understand what they're doing. Got to work hard. And they keep going. They love it. Another good drill to have. Do for the kids. Okay, you don't need to talk to these kids. You don't need to pull them in every 5 minutes with a bad touch, or they don't beat someone, or they don't score a goal. Just let them play. They will suss it out in the end if they want to play football. Chaos. Look at this. This is pure chaos. But go and watch a 5v5 match on a Sunday morning and you'll see it. You can do this with any of the age groups. I do it with the older ones. Exactly the same. They love it. Proper intensity. Proper going for it. Making sure the balls come back. That's a massive, important part of the session. They have to bring the balls back. Okay, 9 times out of 10, this activity is done in the last 10 minutes of the session. So these players are absolutely knackered, and yet they got to go and run the length of the pitch to carry on to play football. But they love it. They carry on, do really well. Yeah, just another session. If you want to try it, please let me know if it's worked for you, whether the players loved it or not. I don't get no issues. I get asked for this. They all know what they're doing. And sometimes mess, chaos is brilliant, because you'll get the players weaving in and out, and they're the players that are going to strive from it. And there they go. No moans, no questions, no nothing. They bring the balls back sometimes. Most of the time I get them punted back to me, and they just keep going and going and going, which is really good to see. They're good kids. So yeah, let me know. If you do this, please let me know. I want to hear your feedback. I want to know how you got on. See if this session works for you, or what did you do to change it that I could change for mine. I will be back in a couple of minutes.